Come with me on day 2 of my Disneyland trip. We're off to California Adventure. We're gonna ride some rides and check out Pixar Fest. Then we check out Club Level over at Pixar Place Hotel, and we close the evening out with dinner at Napa Rose over at the Grand Californian. Good morning from our room. We're about to head down to the parks. We're going to California Adventure today. Gonna grab Genie Plus just because I don't think it's necessarily completely needed in California, but I want to get on rides. And I'm gonna get Genie Plus anyway. There is a separate walkway for people staying at Pixar Place to get into California Adventure, so we'll take you that way and we'll see how long it takes to get from our room to the parks. But let's do it. Let's head to California Adventure. Not a lot on the schedule today besides having fun. And that's good. And snacking. Having fun and snacking. That sounds like a great day to me. Let's do it. Okay, let's start the stopwatch. We're counting. Let's go to the park. So if you're staying at Pixar Place, there is a way to walk in. You just have to scan your room ticket. It's like as you're walking up to the Grand Californian. And currently we're at 6.5 minutes that it's taken us to walk this far. And I don't know if you can see it, right down there is the California Adventure entrance. So 6 minutes from our room to here. And just like that, we're in California Adventure. And even with security, 9 minutes and 18 seconds. And it dumps you off right by my favorite ride ever, Goofy Sky School, which we will go on today. And I will scream like a child, but... So Genie Plus is a little different in Disneyland. You cannot purchase it until you actually scan into the parks. So scan into the park, got a lightning lane. It's currently a 25-minute wait for Soarin, and got a lightning lane for 3 minutes from now, which technically you can tap in 5 minutes before. But Doug is meeting. Look how cute he is. You never know who you'll find. I do like this about Disneyland. Characters roam. So let's go get on Soarin. All right, walking into the Grizzly Peak area, I will die on the hill that this is a better themed Soarin' than the one in Disney World. This totally fits the vibes of California, and I just think overall it's better themed. So I'll show you some of the details that I really like on why I think it's the superior Soarin', even though the rides at the moment are exactly the same. Sometimes this will switch out to Soarin' over California, which actually came to Florida not too long ago, but this is why I think it's better. Okay, took a little break to grab some popcorn because I really want to go on Incredicoaster and Guardians today, and I get sick on both of them. I do not get sick on a lot of rides. Like down in Florida, I can ride Velocicoaster. I can ride all those rides multiple times a day. There's just something about Guardians and Incredicoaster that make me sick. It might be Guardians, it might be Incredicoaster. The combination of the two usually leads to like a 5-hour nap. But I'm trying my Blisslets today, which I actually have used on Disney Cruise Line to prevent seasickness. And they said they work with theme parks. So we'll see how it goes. Incredicoaster's testing for the day. We're gonna hop on Story Mania first. But I'm intrigued to see if these actually work, because if they do, it's gonna be a game changer, because I love Incredicoaster and I love Guardians. Like I would ride Guardians multiple times a day. I just can't do it. So let's go get on Story Mania. We have a lightning lane for it now. And then let's try to hop on Incredicoaster when it opens back up and see how well these little bracelets work. All right, let's see how we did. Victor! Not bad, not bad. I mean, we dominated that one. I actually got the new little reindeer character. Excuse me, I was best this hour. I was best this hour and it didn't even say it. I'm not angry at all, but that was the best this hour score. I'm fine. I'm fine. That's the first time I've ever gotten best this hour, but it didn't say that. But we did see that, right?
Yep.
I was very convinced that when this went back up, the line wouldn't be long, but it's not officially reopened, and that's already the line, so I'll have to book it on Genie Plus later. But can we just talk about the fact that that was the best score I've ever gotten? It was the best this hour, and my score wasn't even the top score in the vehicle. What a time, what a time. I'm a little upset, but I still scored well, and that's, I think, the best score I've ever had. So you know what? I'm gonna be proud of myself. I know in my heart of hearts, I won. But, so we're back at Studio Catering Company for the orange chicken burrito. This is orange chicken filled with fried rice. I think there's lo mein. Let me look it up and see what's actually on the menu. This is crispy orange chicken with lo mein noodles, vegetables, and egg fried rice, and a flour tortilla with hot sauce and fried wonton chips, which, genius. I'm gonna do it first and not dip it, but also this is a very well-packed burrito. I would like to give this burrito rolling a 10 out of 10, so. It's everything you love about Chinese food, but it's portable in a burrito. Honestly, genius. I love this. This would get like a solid 8.5, 9 out of 10 for me. This is really good. Let's try a wonton chip with this sauce. I highly recommend. Honestly, the Studio Catering truck usually always has something really good. At one point, they had a chili relleno burrito, which was absolutely delicious. So my advice is to come over here and see what's on the menu, because you never know.
Here at Web, we got access to some pretty awesome tech, like vibranium from Wakanda, or this crazy alien juice stuff we have compartments and Star Tech. It all helps us develop really cool stuff like these spider bots, for example. Check it out, they have this really cool self-replicating feature.
Because
it's awesome. Buddy, you could stop doing that now. But anyway, you guys are here today to help us test the web stayer vehicle.
A fun fact about me is I am extremely competitive, and my father hates this ride, so he gives up halfway through. And I said, today, if you give up halfway through this ride, we're done. We're done. I did like coming last year with Colin and Bella because they're equally as competitive as me. So, but there's only 2 of us. So may the odds be in our favor that we get 2 more competitive people, because I like to win. But I really like this ride. Whoever said this is Story Mania on crack is correct. When I came with Colin and Bella, I literally had to take Advil the next day because of how much I slinked my webs. All right, I'm red. Let's do this. Okay. Not bad, team. Not bad.
hey, thanks for attending our open
I would like to
house
say,
presentation and preventing the destruction
I was
of the world as
red,
we know it. Please collect your wits and any personal belongings as you exit the vehicle.
tired.
See you later.
All right, we're just walking back, but
Green Army dad jokes. How you doing, folks?
you know, just some Green Army men. We're headed back to the room for a bit. I'm gonna go edit some things, but Web Slingers is exhausting. So it's a little afternoon now. It's 12:20. We're gonna go back, relax in the club for a bit. We'll see what lunch looks like over there, and then we'll head back for our 3 o'clock lightning lane. What I want to show you is if you're staying at Pixar Place, how easy it is to get back. So we're over by like the Corn Dog Castle. There's the hotel. There's actually an exit this way to head to Pixar Place. And it says Pixar Place Hotel guests only. Ooh, let's check out the pin board before we go. Okay. It says Pixar Place guests only. And we're gonna exit this way. It's gonna take us right by the Grand Californian. And then right over. And this is a quick walk. this morning. Like I said, it was like 9 minutes that it took us to get through security, so a little shortcut if you're staying at Pixar Place. So we've just walked alongside the Grand Californian. There's a sign for the exit. There's like a gate up here, and I will say this morning there was a cast member saying that every party needs to scan in because there are two gates. One is the one that leads to California Adventure, and that is for Pixar Place people. And then there's the one that heads into the Grand Californian, which any guest can scan into. So I actually don't know if any guests can scan into this, but people that aren't guests of a Disney resort can't scan in. Hotel keys required, and it says Pixar Place Hotel guests only. So, but then it's just a short walk across the street. Wham bam. And while I have all the nice things to say about Pixar Place, construction's still ongoing. The forward tower is not completely ready yet, but the back tower is. So that is to be noted. Just like that, we're already back at the resort. Let's head up to our room. Oh, how lovely. The right elevator. Okay, the lunch spread is out in the Creator Club. We got to create our own little salad. Lots of different things. I will be going hard on those black olives if you know anything about me. My mother said she watched my YouTube videos the other day, and every single time I talk about black olives. Your choice of dressing: ranch, balsamic, olive oil, Italian. I don't see vinegar, but that's fine. We got some sandwiches. We got a turkey and cheddar focaccia sandwich, a tomato and mozzarella focaccia sandwich, and an almond butter and strawberry jelly sandwich on both white and wheat and with the crust removed. And we love that. They look good. And they had this last night for dessert too. It's the create your own popcorn salad, which was really good. It's like salted popcorn, and then you can add pretzels or Chex Mix, M&Ms, marshmallows, gummy bears, Sour Patch, and then we do have some fruit as well. So let's get some lunch. Okay, so I made my plate. Lunch here is served between the hours at 11 and 4:30. I got a salad, some sandwiches, and I will say alcohol is not out all day long. It's only out during dinner, but you can ask for it. This is the nice thing about Club Level. It's a nice place to catch your bearings in the middle of the day. It's hot out. Not really, but it feels hot. So we'll do this and then head back in to get all of our lightning lanes. We're back in California Adventure. I do say as the afternoon treks on, it gets more crowded, but we have a lightning lane for the most horrifying ride in all of any U.S. Disney park, Goofy Sky School. I'm over here saying we have a Goofy Sky School, and as we said that, he changed it because Incredicoaster just opened up. Incredicoaster was down all morning. It's been open half the afternoon, and it finally came back up on Genie Plus. It hasn't been on Genie Plus all day. So he switched Goofy Sky School at the last minute before scanning in, which I felt like we could have just booked that after we scanned in. But Guardians of the Galaxy is up right now, so let's go ride that, and then we'll get on Incredicoaster and maybe eat some Pixar things along the way. Always a lovely view here, but as we head over to Guardians, we're actually going to stop at our first Pixar Fest booth. This is the equivalent of an Epcot festival booth. They have them over in California Adventure. They do them for Festival of the Holidays, and they have the Food and Wine Festival too. We're in the Elemental booth. I think we're going to get the smoked firewood barbecue spiced impossible chicken with hot mustard, pickles, and charred onions. And there is 2 margaritas. So for Science Dad, do we have to order both margaritas for Science? I say that's a yes. I'm going to go with yes. Let's get them both for Science. We just tucked back into this area where there's another booth. There's always a booth here for a festival. But can we just say, why doesn't Disney World do this good of branding? This is so cute on the table to be like Pixar Fest. I love this. This is cute, but there's literally no one back here. So we're going to try these treats. We got both the margaritas and the impossible chicken. I don't know what's on top of that, but if we're being frank, that looks burnt. So we are eating our Pixar Fest food. First up on the list, we went to Elemental Table, which, to be honest, can we look at these 2 margaritas? If this doesn't get Pixar, I don't know what does. They both came with rock candy on the top. it is giving Pixar vibes, so I'll say the chefs did very well with the overall vibe. We did order the smoked firewood barbecue spiced Impossible chicken. It's like Impossible chicken nuggets. Are those green onions on the top that have been cinched beyond?
Yes, they are beyond.
Like there's such thing as charred, and there's such thing as we will never recover from this. But let's give it a go. I like an Impossible chicken nugget. Again, I think they fall into the category of like pretty solid. So the green onions are so cinched though. The burns. But cheers. Well, let's try it with the pickle and the burnt to a crisp. That's what I'm calling it now. Green onion. The sauce is pretty decent. I do think the chicken nuggets are also overcooked as well, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know if I just got a bad batch where everything's too cooked, overcooked, but the burntness of the green onion is the dominating flavor in this, and I love a green onion, and I love a charred green onion, so that's kind of a disappointment. The pickles are just diced on here, and I don't know, to me this is going to be a pass. I think the flavor is potentially there, but I'm hoping to find better items at the rest of Pixar Fest. The Elemental booth has 2 margaritas. We're going to start off with this one. This is called the H2O Rita. This is tequila with blue curacao, lychee nectar, yuha puree, and lime juice, garnished with a rock candy stick. Again, I feel like this really fits the Pixar vibe. And you know what, the one thing I do like is the photo that they leave in the preview. The drink is significantly smaller than the drink they actually serve you. And when does that ever happen in Disney?
Sorry to interrupt.
Overall, this is delicious. It is pretty sweet, and I would assume that the goal would be to dip the rock candy. What does rock candy come? There is a drink at Universal in Orlando that comes with one of these too. Do I stir it? Do I eat it on the side? I don't know. Enjoy the flavors there. The lychee kind of stands out, and I really do like that. So not a bad drink. The other drink here is the exothermic margarita. This is tequila with ancho chili liqueur, passion fruit nectar, lime, grapefruit juices, agave nectar, and garnished with a rock candy stick. I know I'm going to like this one more because I love ancho chili liqueur. So incredibly well balanced. Honestly, there's the slightest of kicks to it. We have eaten things in Disneyland that are significantly more spicy than this. I wouldn't even consider this spicy. I'd be like, there's maybe a slight tingle, but overall, that's a spider in my margarita. But overall, it's a good margarita. He gave his life for this margarita. I will flick him out of it and continue to drink the rest of it because we will not sacrifice the margarita. Let's go. We're going to head to the Ratatouille booth, which we just happen to be sitting near because there's tons of tables. So let's get the food from the Ratatouille booth. And they had a Ratatouille pizzetta. I don't know. It's a cute little handheld kind of pizza. And this has mozzarella, eggplant, squash, zucchini, a drizzle of tomato, and a wedge French cheese, which looks like brie. It's very soft like brie. It's not brie, but let's give it a go. Honestly, my thoughts on this are it's actually really, really good. The bread has a little bit of a crisp to it. I love how thinly sliced, if you can see how thinly sliced the veggies are on top. The cheese adds a little bit of creaminess to it. I think this is a solid choice. Was it worth $8? That's questionable in Disney terms, but at the same time, this is definitely one of my favorite things. I wish it were a little bit warmer, and I wish the cheese hadn't formed that when things sit out too long, they get a crust. The cheese has it, but the flavor is good, so I feel like I can't really complain about it. So this is a solid one that I would probably order again. I will say, now that I'm reflecting on it, the bread itself reminds me a little bit, don't be too mad, a little bit of a Lunchable pizza, but better. I would order it again is what I'm saying. It's pretty solid, but it is like a Lunchable. It's like a rat's version of a Lunchable. All right, we're headed to Guardians of the Galaxy. I will say this lightning lane sold out before noon today. So there was a lot of fiddle-faddling that had to happen to get this lightning lane, and it worked. I was hoping we'd see somebody in Avengers Campus, but it appears not a single Avenger is out right now, which I feel like is kind of strange. They do appear to be setting up for a show, so maybe that'll happen soon, but no one's out right now. This is where you usually meet Iron Man. She's usually hanging out over there, but let's go get on Guardians of the Galaxy. So this and Tower, in my opinion, are almost the same ride, but they're so different. This one is fun. Tower is supposed to be scary, so a little different, but also the same. The details on this ride are very impressive, though. Like, they did a very good job with the changeover and adding, like, all the elements to the story. So we can't get in right now until we unlock the door.
Scan complete. Once in the system, your hand scan will give you clearance, and the doors will open towards you.
My friend, you're one step closer to your exciting encounter with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That'll leave a mark.
You are now standing in my private office.
I know. Carefully scrutinize each and every piece that comes to me from different parts of the galaxy. Let's mute this guy. Hearing your incessant blathering on a constant loop was big motivation for me to escape. I go, ouch! Ouch! I was not part of the plan. What? Of course I escaped. For those of you who have not been paying attention, the name's Rocket, one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a foolproof plan. I'm gonna take this. Now move it.
Let's go. Also, I have my Blisslets, which are like acupressure bands on for this ride. I tend to not feel great after this one, which sucks because I love it. The vibe is immaculate. I never have an issue on Tower of Terror. I think this one, there's a little like more bouncing where you don't like settle in a place. It's like fluid, and I think that's where my issue is. So this is my first time trying Blisslets for this situation. I've used them on Disney Cruise Line before, and I've absolutely loved them with seasickness. So fingers crossed they work, and I don't feel sick because we do have a lightning lane for Incredicoaster, which I also tend to get sick on after this. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so we just got off Guardians of the Galaxy, and for the first time ever, I don't feel any type of nauseous. So I don't know if these Blisslets are working, but 10 out of 10. I'll link them below. I have like an affiliate link with them because I've loved them on Disney Cruise Line, but they worked well. They work well enough that I got myself the R&D martini, which is like the espresso martini over at Pim's. I feel like it's more like tiramisu vibes than anything else, like an espresso martini. It's not as like strong espresso, but it is delicious. So that's how good I felt after this. I'm not saying this is not an ad for Blisslets, but it might need to be an ad for Blisslets because I feel great. So let's go ride Incredicoaster because we have a lightning lane there. All right, we're about to get on. Bless my soul. Let's see how well these Blisslets really work. So we're gonna go ride Incredicoaster. It was down the majority of the day. I will say it came back up at like 1, and then it finally went back on Genie Plus around 3 p.m. So that's gonna be me. So assume that since it's been down all day, this is why the queue is such chaos, because this is a long line. I'm very curious to see what the posted wait on this is once we actually get up to the ride. I guess I take that back because the posted wait is only 35 minutes. So that's actually not long, but we do have a lightning lane. Let's go. I have no idea where the clip about me talking about my Blisslets went. However, I absolutely love them. I ended up riding Incredicoaster 4 times during the course of the week. So I would say they work very well. Now back to the food. Let's go and try more things at Pixar Fest. We have the pasta, which in like fairness, there's way too much pasta for this bowl, which is not a bad thing. But this was when I did my own Pixar Fest at home when I was getting ready to go on Disney Cruise Line's Pixar Day at Sea. This was the first thing I made, so I'm very intrigued to see what mine tastes like compared to this. So cheers. It's good pesto. It's got potatoes in it. It's also got like freeze-dried green beans that add a nice texture. The pasta's overcooked, but as a whole, I'm not mad at this. You can tell that the pasta's overcooked just because how much it is broken. But it's a nice little pasta dish. I wish it was in a little bit bigger of a bowl. You know, the ones that they do that like flute out. But besides that, not bad. All right, it's time for dinner tonight. Today's a Tuesday. It should be noted, in the Creator Lounge. Every night of the week it switches. Tonight is Mexican. So we have tortilla chips. We got some hot queso dip. We also have some chicken taquitos. Pico, sour cream, avocado salsa, which I will get behind that every time. Charcuterie. I did get one of those because that looks absolutely delicious. Also, can we just, the attention to detail with the little star toothpicks. Crudité. Love that. And then there's like a little salad section where we have a mixed green salads with avocado ranch. And I will be getting that avocado ranch right now for my taquitos because that sounds good. Coleslaw, chipotle and agave coleslaw, and corn and black bean salad. So that's tonight's spread. So let's do it. Let's eat some light bites because we are going to Napa Rose tonight. So okay, a nice little pit stop in the lounge before we head to dinner at Napa Rose, but got my Sauvignon Blanc, which is really good. Tonight is Mexican, like I said, so I got taquitos, and I got the avocado ranch because that seems like a winning duo for me. They did tell us that every night there's like a different cuisine on for dinner. I think breakfast and lunch pretty much stay the same, but dinner switches every night. So tonight it's Mexican. We'll see what tomorrow. Okay, we just left the lounge and dinner is in approximately 1 hour on the dot, but we have a lightning lane that my father booked to Goofy Sky School, which this morning I was like, why did you cancel the lightning lane? So it's so close. So let's go do the Goofy Sky School lightning lane. We'll see how long it takes. It's 6:30 now. We'll see how long it takes to walk over there, tap in, get in, go on the ride, and be back to the room. So when you're walking into California Adventure, you can just tap your room key. It's for Pixar Place guests only, and in we go. I am slightly horrified, and I'll probably put in a clip of like what I take on my phone, but this ride is horrifying. As we walk in, the Better Together parade is happening right now, but we're on a mission, but maybe we'll get a good view from Goofy Sky School. There's like so many of your favorite characters that are on this ride. On this parade. Look how cute. All right, let's go. Gone green, people. Why am I doing this? Horrifying. What? That's for fun. Oh, look at the parade. Not the screams of death on people at Goofy Sky School. She's still rough. She is. But it was fun because the parade was happening right as we were doing it, so you got to watch it. But it's been 15 minutes since I left the hotel, and I'm already almost back there. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, I'm walking back into the lobby, but there are two characters that are in the Pixar Hotel. One is Bing Bong, which I think he meets during the day. And one is Joe, who plays the piano. So we're going to walk in and see if Joe's playing. He was not playing when I left, but I'm crossing my fingers that he's there now because Joe plays the piano. He brings his briefcase in and everything. It's adorable. Okay, he's not playing right now, but if he is, he's at the piano with his beautiful little background that's just like right off the check-in desk. So we'll head back to the room, get changed for dinner, and maybe he'll be playing when we come down. So I haven't talked about this yet. In the Pixar Place Hotel, the carpets are cute. So you have like the Up House right here. That's Doug. You have a bunch of different characters. We have like Mater, Edna Mode. There's Jack. As you continue down the hallway, and like some of these, I don't know. I assume sadness, joy, guitar. I feel like that has to be Coco. Maybe someone correct me. But then you have like Nemo and Dory. Good. The only downfall is it is so hot in this building. Like once you get into the room, it's not bad if you set your AC and close your blinds. Overall, the building itself, like the second you step on the elevator, you're like, it's very, very hot. So, all right, let's get changed for dinner. We're headed to Napa Rose. All right, I took a little break to change and get ready for dinner. And now I am walking over to the Grand Californian to go to Napa Rose for dinner. I didn't love it last time I went, so I'm trying to be more hopeful. I think that Disneyland dining, like table service dining, is not near as good as Disney World, so we'll see. But I'm willing to give this a second chance. It's in major need of a refurb, is how I feel. You go in there and you're like, dinner's very expensive for how this feels. So, lights green. Let's walk. So if you haven't been over to the Grand Californian, you need to put this on your list, especially during the holiday times, because there's like a giant tree that's in the middle. Right now I think life's a little different because the lounge here is undergoing I think a very brief refurb, but it's gorgeous. Like that lamp has acorns on it. How cute. But if you haven't been here, there's a few places to dine here. One of them is Napa Rose, which is their signature dining. So we're gonna head back around the outside and around the pool in order to find it. All right, we're at dinner tonight at Napa Rose. This is the signature dining here at the Grand Californian. It is right kind of actually at the entrance, the California Adventure entrance at Grand Californian. We're seated at dinner. This is how you do a prefix menu right. You have your choice of the prefix menu or a la carte on the other side. And we've done a good amount of items from the a la carte menu, like Colin, Bella, and I last year when we were here. There's a few that make an appearance, like the portobello mushroom cappuccino. There's a video of Colin picking it up and drinking it barehanded from a cup. And he said, it has a handle, I have to drink it this way. So you really do have your choice. And then they're like, and here's the wine list. And I said, the leather-bound spell book? This is the wine list. And they did mention our server is Wendy tonight, and she's a sommelier. So I feel like we need to get wine, but like this is actually legitimately insane. This is giving me vibes of Chico because I was allowed to order from the prefix menu and he was allowed to order from the a la carte menu, which I really do like because there were things that I want to try on the prefix menu that I know are available at the chef's table right now. And the chef's table at Napa Rose is an interesting one to get in. You have to physically call. There's a lot of rules to it. I don't know them all, so you're gonna have to Google this and find out yourself. But my friend loves the chef's table here. He did it the other night, and I literally sat last night with him and like highlighted the things that I needed to order. And so that is what I ordered. I also did the wine pairing. I do really enjoy that one of us can get it and one of us can order a la carte. I think that's like a very great option. So let us see how dinner is. We also ordered the bread service, which is not included. Do I know how much it is at this point? No, but it's a warm sourdough pull-apart bread. It comes with a sun-dried tomato pesto and a clarified butter. Just look at this. She is simply stunning. And then there is your sun-dried tomato pesto and your clarified butter. So that's a hefty loaf. Also, the fact that Sadness is looking over this loaf is making me laugh right now, but that is a loaf of bread. All right, we're gonna do 2 pieces of bread.
I have a toast. There are wooden ships and iron ships built to go to sea, but the best ships are the friendships, may yours always be.
I love Wendy. She's phenomenal. All right, my first dish is the strawberry salmon, which looks amazing. So let's give this one a go. It's giving strawberry salad, but as salmon. This single-handedly might be one of the best bites I've literally ever had in my life. The strawberries, the corn, she was just saying that the salmon is like hand-raised. And here at Napa Rose, they're the second people to touch the salmon. Like, they're raised by somebody up in Canada, but they're the second people to touch it, and they have to like cut a ribbon off of it because they're literally the second people to touch the salmon. This is delicious. I was very harsh with Napa Rose last time I dined here. If you listen to the podcast, so good. This is delicious. If you listen to the podcast, you know that like we enjoyed our dinner at Napa Rose, but for the price point, we were like, this is ridiculous. This is phenomenal. This is better than any salmon I've ever had at Disney World. If this is just the starter of my meal, what is the rest of my meal going to be like? Okay, I'm eating mine now, which is giving me reminiscence of like the goat cheese ravioli at the California Grill, because one, I think these restaurants are kind of like, if you want to make parallels, they're kind of parallel, but this is a burrata ravioli caprese with summer tomato sauce, fresh basil. But yeah, let's try this burrata ravioli. My dad and I have been sharing tonight, where we've been like passing dishes back and forth, and I don't know if I'm prepared to share this. Pasta on the ravioli is very thin, but it just makes it perfect. I would like a spoon, and I really made a joke to the server that I would lick. I was like, I'm not gonna lick the plate, but I think I might want to lick the plate though. My dinner had a great presentation, I won't lie. This is on the chef's table menu at the current moment here. This is the sauteed kingfish and shrimp with a cockle broth and a uni foam. When my friend Johnny did this the other night, they gave a whole story about like the chef came out and talked about how it reminds him of tide pools when he was a child. So, oh my God, that's good. The sear on this? This is phenomenal. This is one of the best fish dishes I've ever had. All right, dessert has been served. It says, congratulations on this YouTube video. I don't know. But this is the corn flan. It is stunning. We got some blackberries on the tray. This looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm about to dive in. Now, if there's anything I love in life, the answer is corn, and I think everybody on the internet knows that. So this is the dessert that I will like because I'm not a sweets person, but corn is naturally sweet and not like artificially sweet.
Made it. I really enjoyed these people. I love them.
These people.
Even though he's sad over there, but he'll be happy when he leaves. But in the park ends with fireworks, but here at Napa we end with truffles. Ooh, have one.
That's
Scrub at you out there in TV land.
Yeah, that's better than fireworks, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
This is so good. Wendy was so lovely, and we have some truffles, so that's almost like a fruit situation. Dinner here tonight has been absolutely amazing. I think it's on par with a lot of things that you can get in Disney World. I am excited for them to get a refurb next year because I think that's like the one thing that's lacking for me is that like the vibe of this restaurant just like doesn't do it for me for the price tag. But overall, not mad at this. This was a good dinner. So overall, Napa Rose, I see you. I know I was not nice to you last time, but I'll be nice to you this time because this was a very, very good meal. A big thank you to all of my Violet Sake members for your support. You can sign up below. This gets you access to early videos like these, plus exclusive guides and exclusive content.